Get ready, because in this video, you'll hear about 5 things you should never accept from anyone. We're not talking about old clothes or torn shoes. We're talking about things that can harm your peace, your growth, and your happiness. By the end of this video, you'll know how to protect yourself from these traps, and you'll learn the worst thing you should never accept. Let's begin. 1. The danger of relying on others' approval. Have you ever felt like you're living someone else's life? Imagine your life is a beautiful, spotless painting, and you're holding the brush, ready to create your masterpiece. But suddenly, your parents, your boss, or your friends appear. Each one has an opinion about how you should paint your canvas. One says, become an accountant. Another says, get married before 30, or buy a house, have a second child. Before you know it, your canvas is filled with colors you didn't choose. Others' expectations are like a snake hiding in your garden. They may come from people you love and respect, but that doesn't mean you have to accept them. Everyone should follow their heart's desires, learn from their mistakes, and seek advice only when needed. Most expectations come from people we love and respect, making them harder to reject. Even Einstein was doubted by many who believed he lacked potential, but we all know who he became. We're not saying to reject your loved ones, but the key is to filter expectations and decide what you're willing to accept and do in your life. As we've mentioned on our channel, some things are within our power and others are not. We cannot control what others expect from us, but we can control our reactions to their expectations. Remember, you are the artist of your life. Others can advise, but only you decide what to paint. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. You can't control what others expect, but you can control how you respond. 2. Unwanted opinions and lack of reciprocation. Have you ever felt like a magnet for unwanted opinions? You're standing in line, ready to pay for groceries, and someone behind you says, "Did you think too many vegetables will cause you gas?" These opinions may seem harmless, but they can be toxic. Without realizing it, you start doubting your decisions. Marcus Aurelius taught us, do not worry about the opinions of others. Unless they align with your principles, these words hold great wisdom. The key is not to become grumpy and reject everyone, but to create an internal filter to determine what should be accepted for our benefit and what should be discarded. For example, if your neighbor, who has never worked in your field, offers career advice, his opinion might not be relevant to you. Ask yourself if the opinion relates to the goals you've set for yourself. You are the master of your life, as no one else knows your heart, your fears, or your dreams. We're not saying to reject all advice, as sometimes others' unwanted criticisms can be gifts, but we must learn to filter what we accept. Ask yourself, does this opinion help me achieve MY goals? Does it align with MY values? You are the master of your life. No one else knows your heart, your fears, or your dreams. Filter what you accept and let go of the rest. 3. Constant negativity. Have you noticed? Some people always seem to have a black cloud over them. Unhappy about everything and everyone? Your mind is like a beautiful garden with various flowers, and negative people are like hungry snails, ready to devour any optimism you create. It sounds harsh, but it's the truth. Constant negativity can consume you, just as a snail devours plants in a garden. At first, it may seem harmless, but over time, you'll realize the damage it causes. We all complain from time to time, but when negativity becomes habitual, it destroys our happiness and well-being. Science has shown that emotions are contagious. Negativity can spread like a virus. It can even cause memory loss and brain dysfunction. So, protect yourself from this subtle poison, often disguised as suffering. Marcus Aurelius taught us that we have the power to choose how we respond to negativity. The next time you're faced with negativity, remember these words, and remember that others' thoughts and feelings should not affect you as if they were your own. 4th, unfair comparison. Have you ever felt like you're running and constantly looking behind you to see who's chasing you? Imagine your life as a journey on a train. You're enjoying the view when suddenly you notice another train coming from the opposite direction, moving faster. What do? Many of us are tempted to compare ourselves to others, forgetting that each train has its own destination. Comparison is like a silent thief. It steals your peace of mind without you even realizing it. It leaves you with a sense of emptiness, a feeling that you can only fill by comparing yourself to others. But here's the truth. Even people you admire struggle with this. They, too, compare themselves to others, despite being rich, powerful, or successful. Accept yourself as you are. You are not responsible for your appearance. So, accept yourself as you are. When it comes to material possessions, comparing what you have to others is pointless. Everyone has what they've worked for, but that doesn't define your worth. So, how can we escape the poison of comparison? Stoic wisdom offers a powerful exercise. Whenever you compare yourself to someone, ask, can I control them? The answer is always a no. You can't control others' talents or successes, but you can control your actions. Shift your focus to your strengths, and remember, your destination is what truly matters. 5. Guilt that doesn't belong to you. Have you ever felt like a magnet for others' guilt? Imagine your mind as a garden. You've worked hard to cultivate it, but suddenly, someone comes along and starts polluting it with their negativity or guilt. This guilt doesn't belong to you, yet it can weigh you down if you let it. The Stoics teach us, you are not responsible for others' emotions. Protect your garden, set boundaries, and let go of guilt that isn't yours to carry. Remember, you are the master of your life. Don't let others' expectations, opinions, negativity, comparisons, or guilt control you. Protect your peace. Focus on your journey and live with authenticity. The time to start is now.